pillars that are going to be able to assist in us as a nation achieving an upper middle income society by the year 2030. Broadcasting as an ecosystem is very key, as it is the catalyst that is going to be able to drive macroeconomic growth in all sectors of the economy. And as we journey towards an upper middle income society, the public broadcaster's mandate is to inform, is to educate, and also to entertain the nation and the globe about what is taking place in Zimbabwe, based on facts and ethics. And as we journey towards an upper middle income society, a number of achievements have been registered in the media and broadcasting sector. That includes the first integrated media policy, which speaks to local content promotion and production, thereby ensuring that we leave no one and no place behind. The new integrated media policy also speaks to our 16 recognized languages. So this ZBC Stakeholders Workshops comes in handy as it dovetails with the government's policy in terms of the creative industry. Yes, in the First Republic, in the Second Republic, we inherited about 6 of the state-owned enterprises in a loss-making phase, and some of them technically insolvent. But I'm also happy to announce that 5 of the institutions have now been turned around. And as we turn around these institutions, utilizing legislation and policy, it is also important for us to be able to ensure that we also utilize the same stakeholders approach in order to generate content. So this workshop should be able to become the yardstick that is going to set up the framework in order for the public broadcaster to be able to finalize both the technical and content productions in order for us to set up ZBC TV 2. But for us to be able to achieve the second station, we need the content. And the content is to come from all of you as Zimbabweans. We have a national philosophy, which is but also which clearly demonstrates that we are masters of our own destiny. We have a collective responsibility as Zimbabweans to contribute towards content. Content that speaks to our heritage, content that speaks to news and current affairs, content that promotes tourism, content that also supports domestic and foreign direct investment, content that recognizes the remarkable achievements that we've managed to achieve in the Second Republic. That includes the Bulawayo water and dam construction projects that recognize not only the dam as the key infrastructure, but as part and parcel of an integrated ecosystem that includes power generation, that includes irrigation development, the utilization of both domestic and industrial water utilization, but also recognizes the importance of tourism within the framework of the Bulawayo Dam. All these success stories require patriotic, independent producers that are able to tell the true story about our economy. The re-emergence in terms of industrialization, in terms of our ecosystem, from Matabeleland North, mining and producing power at all our thermal power stations, to the utilization of both our transport infrastructure in order to industrialize Bulawayo, the raw industrialization projects that are taking place in our country, both in Bulawayo, Macron and South, Midlands provinces, and also Mashingo, and many other provinces. What is the role of the public broadcaster in terms of development in our nation? How do we unite our people? And how do we utilize the public broadcasting digital platform in order to enhance development, in order for us to grow our economy? How do we calibrate the economy utilizing the media? How do we create our own movie stars? This is a collective responsibility that each and every Zimbabwean should be able to contribute towards. But for us to achieve an upper middle income society, we need a knowledgeable people. This is the role of independent content producers. How do you remunerate and pay our musicians? How do we support sports? For the entirety of the nation and the world to know about Peter Ndlovu, it was because of the radio and television broadcasting ecosystem. But how do we continue to utilize this platform? Yes, we've collected money from Zimbabweans across the country. The same amount of money should be reinvested to the independent content producers for us to be able to set the agenda and be able to own the narrative that develops our country towards the startup industrialization program and also the AU Agenda 2063, where as an economy we also participate in terms of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area in order to industrialize our respective provinces. So this is precisely why the public broadcaster is providing an opportunity to all of you as delegates. We believe as a ministry we do not have a monopoly of knowledge and experience, and that Vision 2030 is about each and every Zimbabwean. It is about each and every Zimbabwean's contribution as we enhance our health sector, as we enhance our education sector in terms of the national e-learning strategy, as we also utilize new technology in order to improve in terms of productivity, be it in terms of agriculture. So all this content, be it in terms of the beauty that we have in terms of the flora and fauna in our country, but also in terms of the mineralization, the different types of minerals that we are mining and producing in our country, all these require independent, patriotic, ethical content producers that are willing to be able to contribute to the great Zimbabwe that we all want. And in terms of the National Development Strategy 2 that was launched by His Excellency the President, Dr. Edwin Nangani, key priorities in terms of pillars also include the creative industry, also recognizes employment creation that comes with the revitalization and rejuvenation of the film industry as we utilize a whole of government approach, working together with the rest of the ministries in order for us to be able to generate the content that speaks to our nation, that speaks to our success as a people. The NDS2 also recognizes the importance of human capital development and also the importance of image building. And it is the responsibility of every Zimbabwean to defend, to advance, and protect the image of our nation. With these few remarks, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, it is now my singular honor and privilege to declare the second session of the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation Independent Content Producers with a total value for the 2026 budget worth $10 million United States dollars equivalent officially launched. Okay.